the #1 fantasy football draft tip to dominate your leagues. I'm going to share it here in this video, but more importantly, I'm going to add context to it. So it's the details to this tip that are really going to help you guys win your leagues for fantasy football 2025. Out here in the backyards, experiencing the outdoor elements. We got a hot day here in the Northeast. The sun is beating down here on this Saturday. Hope you guys had outstanding 4th of July and you guys had a good time. And I'm out here again. I want to try to do some outdoor videos as well. Keep it light, keep it fun, keep the content coming to you daily. I don't want to miss a day. That's what I'm here to do, is give you guys that daily content. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, thumbs up, smash it, tap it, slap it, hit that thumbs up. It'll put you light years ahead of the sheep. If you want breaking news throughout the week for NFL news, if you want winning advice, honest advice that can help you win, subscribe and drop a comment below. Let me know how you guys are feeling today. How was your 4th of July? How are you feeling? Are you excited about fantasy football? Drop it, make it interactive. Drop your name, location, make it fun, make it interactive, okay? And if you've not got the 16-round draft solution, I've extended the deal. So we have a deal for 4th of July. The deal is USA. The code is USA, saves you 30%. I'll get all my sleepers, all my breakouts, printable cheat sheet. I just downloaded into the course a full mock draft, drafting at the 1.01, everything, best ball help, redraft. It's going to help you. I do a full mock draft, completed, perfect, with all my sleepers, all my breakouts, all uploaded. My July mock draft is in. Grab the 16-round draft, so you should use code USA, save 30% right now, okay? So let's dive into this tip. I'll tell you what it is, and then we could dive into a little more context and depth into it. So it's important. So the #1 tip is very, very simple, okay? It's do not, and I repeat, I want to emphasize this, do not follow the ADP consensus rankings when drafting. Give it no sense, give it no attention, give it no, what's the word I'm trying to find here? Just pay no attention to it other than the fact that it's a structure on how to draft and when to anticipate the players that you want. So hear me out. This is a little more advanced stuff. Nobody's teaching this stuff, okay? Give you an example right now. Tatoria McMillan, the new rookie Carolina Panthers wide receiver, ultra elite talent, top wide receiver prospect out of the NFL draft. McMillan, Panthers. Who's throwing the ball? It's Bryce Young. Who else they got? They got Xavier Legette. But understand, we are dealing with the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young, I still don't 100% trust. Yet this rookie wide receiver is coming off round 5. Could McMillan have an outstanding breakout, Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey type year? Sure. Coming off round 4 to 5 as the #1 wide receiver rookie off the board, very viable. But here's the thing. There's so many other rookie wide receivers that are in great positions as well that are coming off significantly later. And I'll give you a quick example here. A guy I had on my show, right? Dante Thornton. Amazing ability. He's quick off the line. He's got natural hands, right? Go back and check that episode out. So 3 episodes. I think it's called something Sleepers or Breakouts, something like that. Go back a couple episodes. Maybe I'll link it below here in the comments for you. Go watch that episode, right? Amazing ability, quick off the line, and he's really going undrafted. And literally, there's no competition with the Raiders. They drafted Jack Beck, who's also another guy you get after 9th, 10th round. There's 2. I just stacked both those guys in my leagues, by the way. There's a couple sleepers for you. So the thing is, there's a ton of value that you get later. Yet McMillan is all of a sudden promoted to be the #1 rookie wide receiver. Okay, I'll give you another quick example here, right? You got another situation here that's brewing where you have Devontae Adams coming off round 3, and then you have Puka coming off round 1. Well, I got to ask, who's the wide receiver 1? Now, in theory, you typically go for the young guy, but has Adams completely fallen off the cliff enough that he's going to say, I'm just not going to be the #1 wide receiver? Has he fallen that far off? I think he's fallen off. I'm not drafting him, but I think it's enough to essentially destroy the value of Puka, right? But also, like, why is he coming off round 3 and Puka round 1? Like, it's too close, you know? Like, you're investing essentially a wide receiver 2, right, in the 3rd round. Another example, T. Higgins. We know for a fact, historically, T. Higgins comes off round 2 every single time, right? This year, sorry, comes off round 2, but peaks at 110 targets. Mine's going different places. The sun's kind of affecting me. So he peaks at 110 targets. We know this with T. Higgins. All right, we've seen it. 110 targets. He had 10 touchdowns. That was his peak touchdown year. Yet he's coming off late round 2, early round 3. Why? So again, there's so much BS in the rankings. Last year, Ladd McConkey, round 7 to 8. Brian Thomas, round 9 to 10 was ADP, right? Like, it makes no sense. Yet now they're coming off round 1 and 2. Why? Because they had a good year last year all of a sudden. What about this year's breakouts? What about the Trey Harris that's coming off round 9 or 10 that I can get for value that could break out and become the wide receiver 1 there, who's also buzz destroyed the value of Ladd McConkey? I liked Ladd McConkey last year, round 9. Why would I draft a round 2 for Ladd McConkey right now when I was getting him round 9 when his situation's gotten worse? He's not the true alpha anymore. Same with Brian Thomas Jr. They drafted a wide receiver 1 who's physically more gifted, right, in the first round with their first overall pick, and they drafted him, and yet he's coming off round 5 in fantasy. But now Brian Thomas, who's in a worse situation with more competition, with a quarterback, do we really trust Trevor Lawrence? Yet now Brian Thomas is coming off round 1. Last year it made sense, no competition. Yet everybody told you last year Gabe Davis, or not Gabe Davis, I keep getting Christian Kirk. I always get those two confused because they both suck. Christian Kirk ahead of Brian Thomas. I'm like, don't do it, man. Just get Brian Thomas. He's the alpha. He's the one. You get him 9th, 10th round. Make sure he's on all your rosters. This year, his situation's worse. They've got a true wide receiver in Hunter, and I have to pay a first-round pick. So the point I'm trying to make, getting back to the number 1 draft tip, is don't follow the ADP. Don't listen to their rankings. Is that it's BS. All of it is just, it's smoke and mirrors. It's their distraction. These guys are positioned in a particular way to really screw with your team. So it's up to you to decide, and that's why I lay out on 16-round draft solution, is for me to decide and you to decide and make a decision on the optimal players drafted in each round to maximize the return on investment for each round, okay? So rankings, ADP, that's the number 1 rule. Don't pay no attention to it. It'll screw you. And what you have to do is look for, aim high on the depth chart. There's another tip for you. Aim high on the depth chart. Who's the alpha on that team? If there's a player that has had years to wow you, you're not wowed, they probably won't wow you. So you definitely want to stay away from them. Does that make sense? So the number 1 tip I can tell you, don't feel like you have to draft a player that's sitting there because it's his name. Like T. Higgins, everyone's drafting him round 2. I gotta take him round 2. I think that's a huge mistake, right? So use your mind, think outside the box. That's my number 1 tip. Pay no attention to the rankings, ADPs. It'll lead you astray. Make sure you are drafting the optimal player within that round, okay? And I lay that out in the 60-round draft session. I got to plug it because it's the truth. Nobody else is teaching this stuff, all right? If you want to win your leagues, grab 16 rounds. I've linked it below. Join the Patreon group. I've actually opened up a Q&A for the summer for the generals that join. It's just top tier in the Patreon group in the Frontlines. I'm going to be answering your draft questions. That's the most cost-effective way to get in, to get direct access to me. I also do private coaching, and of course, grab the 16-round draft session, all right? Hope you guys had an outstanding 4th of July weekend, or week, or whatever it is, days off, and going into the weekend. I got bugs all over here biting me. Hope you guys had a good week. Subscribe, thumbs up. I'll keep the daily content going, and I've got an NFL player coming on the show this week. So subscribe, thumbs up, turn on the bell, and again, do not buy this whole garbage with the rankings and the ADP. Do not do it. That's my number 1 tip to you. Don't follow the herd. Subscribe, thumbs up, drop a comment below. Let me know where you're from and how you got to fantasy when you started. A little details about you. Let's get to know each other. Subscribe, thumbs up. Have yourself a great rest of your Saturday. We'll talk soon.